Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going back in time a little bit to 2010 and I'm going to give you a look at a figure that was released as a San Diego Comic Con exclusive in that year. This is a figure that has seen a previous release, although it was very highly sought after and quite rare at the time. So it was really cool that Hasbro decided to re-release it at Comic Con, although it would have been nice to have seen a more widespread release. This is a figure that I've only just opened up myself. I've had it carded for many years, but I decided to add it to my displays recently. And since I posted a picture up on Facebook asking if you guys wanted to see a review of it, I think it was pretty unanimous that you did. So here he is. We're going to take a look at this guy today, and this is of course the Stormtrooper Commander from The Force Unleashed. This is a really nice figure, and I've got to say, I'm really happy that I decided to open him up. For many years, as I said, he's been in my collection as a carded figure, but I finally decided to give in to temptation and just rip this guy open. And I'm really pleased that I can give you a review of him now. So before we take a look at the figure, we are going to take a look at the packaging that he comes in. I haven't shown you any of this packaging for quite a while, but this is of course the Legacy Collection packaging that was around between 2009 and 2010. Obviously you had that very angular shape to the card, and you had the red and white colour scheme that was very popular at the time. As you can see, you've got the Legacy Collection logo there, as well as a very cool image of the Stormtrooper Commander himself. And then just below on the bubble you've got the Force Unleashed logo, as well as the Comic Con logo as well. On the reverse side we have an image of the figure, bit of a character description, and a very nice image of the character itself. As I said, this figure has seen a previous release. It was released back in 2008 when the very first Force Unleashed game was released. However, at the time it was an exclusive, and I believe it was only made available to people who pre-ordered the Force Unleashed at GameStop. So not a lot of people managed to get their hands on it, and once again, like with Darth Malgus that I've reviewed before, this guy goes for an absolute premium on eBay, both carded and loose. So, you know, you'll be hard pressed to pick up one of these nowadays unless you want to pay a fairly hefty price. But definitely worth it, and a very cool figure nonetheless. So let's take a look at it. First and foremost, this guy is a repaint, so he's not that special if you think about it. If you remember back to 2007 when the Stormtrooper was released in the the 30th anniversary collection, this guy is just a repaint of that figure. Obviously he's been given the blue stripes and the weathered look to represent the Stormtrooper Commander seen in the game, but the figure itself, or the base model of the figure, is exactly the same as the 30th anniversary collection Stormtrooper, and in some ways he's very similar to the most recent vintage collection Stormtrooper that was released, minus a few articulation details. So we'll run through Poseability right now. First and foremost, he has a ball jointed head. He also has hinged shoulders and elbows. He has swivel wrists, a ball-jointed torso, hinged wrists, hips, not wrists. That'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Yeah, swivel hips, swivel knees, not swivel knees. I'm getting really confused today. Hinged knees and hinged ankles. So you know, decently articulated. He does have a removable helmet, and underneath we do have that head sculpt that we've seen on numerous figures in the past. For example, the Vintage Collection and 30th Anniversary Collection Stormtroopers, and of course Boba Fett from the Legacy and Vintage Collections. The helmet is a nice snug fit and looks very cool both on and off. And in terms of accessories, he does come with an E-11 blaster rifle, which can be slotted into the holster attached to the belt. As you can see, the figure does have quite a decent bit of weathering. You've got some white paint scuffs there on the holster. And of course the blue stripes on the armour are quite heavily weathered as well, which look really cool. This guy really does look the part alongside all the other Force Unleashed Stormtroopers that were released around the time. Obviously if you remember back to the Incinerator Troopers that had the red markings, we had some Shadow Troopers released as well. Some Jump Troopers, Evo Troopers, all kinds of different soldiers released from the Force Unleashed. So this guy's a really nice addition to those ranks, And once again, if you can pick one of these up at the right price, I'd highly recommend you do so. I was really happy that I opened this guy up and got to pose him and add him to my Force Unleashed display. He's a really nice figure, and in my opinion one of the best Stormtrooper figures ever released. You may also remember there is a Sideshow Collectibles 1/6 scale version of this guy available as well. Although similarly, you know, you'll be expected to pay quite a large price for that figure as well. So a very sought after character, the Stormtrooper Commander, in any form. But yeah, definitely a figure that I'd recommend picking up. And I hope you guys have enjoyed taking a look at him. So I'll be back with some more reviews very soon. Until then, as always guys, I want to thank you for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.